Sony Animation unveiled their slate for 2018 today, full of clips, plot details, and casting reveals for their various upcoming films. It looks like Miles Morales is swinging onto the big screen. This is ScreenJunkies News. Sony Pictures Animation unveiled their upcoming film slate, starting with the Untitled Animated Spider-Man airing 2018, along with the Emoji Movie casting news, animated Smurf details, and more. We had one of our own ScreenJunkies news correspondents there on the floor to give us a scoop. Please say hello to Victor Torres. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, man. So how was the whole vibe at the slate presentation?
It was fun. It was super chill. The Smurfs were there. They were all kind of taking pictures with everybody. Yeah. Demi Lovato was there. She.
It's not an event unless Demi Lovato.
I know. I think she was just there just for the event, just to kind of wave, smile. I think it was the real Demi Lovato this time.
Awesome. I've got so many fake Demi Lovato stories to tell. So what was sort of the biggest takeaway from the presentation?
By far, Miles Morales being revealed as Spider-Man for Sony's upcoming, it's Untitled Spider-Man movie for 2018. I thought was the coolest thing.
Very cool. That's obviously, you know, when there were talks about the character popping up in Marvel movies, there was a lot of momentum for that to be Miles. People really wanted Donald Glover to be Miles. Yeah, it was I'm pretty sure people wanted Danny Glover to wear a Spider-Man
that's
costume.
Too old for this shit.
Yeah, too old for this whipping. So beyond Miles Morales as Spider-Man, was there any surprising casting news? Because I know this is a big. They want to sort of roll out the red carpet and dazzle you with stars.
One that I was shocked is when they kind of got into the Emoji Movie, it was revealed that the poop emoji is actually being voiced by Sir Patrick Stewart.
Sure.
Which, why not? Why not? I mean, I think that kind of makes sense. He knows how to poke fun of himself. If you've seen his bit on Extras.
Look, No, he's funny. And then working with Seth MacFarlane as much as he does on like American Dad and the two Ted films. Look, all I know is back in as a theater student, we watched Acting with Shakespeare with Patrick Stewart, and I feel like this is a good arc for me as an artist and for him. Anybody else in the Emoji Movie?
Yeah, let's see. In the Emoji Movie, we had Jennifer Coolidge is going to be playing Jean, who's not playing Jean. She's playing Jean's mother. Jean is voiced by T.J. Miller. And Maya Rudolph is actually making...
That's look, Maya Rudolph and Jennifer Coolidge in anything together. You know what? That sells me a little more on a movie about phone faces.
Absolutely.
That actually sounds kind of fun. How about Smurfs?
Smurfs had that was probably their main attraction. That's what they had the most of. It's coming out.
Probably what Demi Lovato was there to see.
Yes, absolutely. She had a little bit to do with that. They revealed a lot of people for that. Julia Roberts, Ellie Kemper, Michelle Rodriguez, Ariel Winter. Just a huge packed cast.
I mean, I would also watch that cast as the Expendables. So I guess I'll take that as Smurfs, sure. They gave us a lot of casting. They gave us some big title news. Anything else coming up from Sony Pictures Animation?
Well, one of the things I thought was really interesting is that each of the projects that they were featuring were all kind of really different from each other. And president of Sony Pictures Animation, Christine Belson, actually even said they try to look at themselves as a studio that is kind of putting the artist forward at the helm of the ship that is their animation studio. So each project is kind of unique to whoever is directing it.
As opposed to maybe a Pixar, which is like everything is
Pixar movie's a Pixar movie.
The same.
Yeah, and so it was really neat to kind of see. They broke down the Emoji Movie, which is more or less just kind of... There's one emoji out of all of the emojis who can feel multiple emoji expressions, and they've got to go through this app venture, which is literally an app venture. They go to Spotify, and they're going across like streaming waves of music. They go to YouTube and get distracted by cat pictures and videos.
A Who's Framed Roger Rabbit for modern times.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, they're resurrecting Bob Hoskins for that. There was a little bit about Untitled Animated Spider-Man film. It was mostly just designs and kind of concept art. It looks really neat. The costume isn't the black version. It seemed kind of like this like blend hybrid of like Peter's version and Miles Morales's.
That's cool.
There was a lot of Smurf clips that I thought was really fun. That was probably one of the things that really surprised me the most out of the whole day was just how funny the movie actually is. Rainn Wilson's hilarious in it as Gargamel.
That is a fun Gargamel choice. I will give Smurfs that.
And then they talked a little bit about the upcoming Christmas film, The Star, which is basically like Homeward Bound with Jesus. It's essentially the Christmas story told from the perspective of a donkey who follows the star to go see Jesus. And
look, that's what? That's Oprah. That's Kristen Chenoweth.
Oprah. That's Keegan-Michael Key, A.D. Bryant. I believe Chris Christopherson is in it.
Look, I'm a big Rankin and Bass guy, so give me weird Christmas stories. Like I'll take it. That actually sounds pretty fun.
Looks like they're gonna give it to you. And then Hotel Transylvania 3, there was a few just kind of stills and character concepts for that. That movie's going to take place on a cruise liner, which is always fun.
Yeah. A horror story in of itself.
Yeah, and I believe that will tell the story of Drac finding true love in a woman who is descendant of Van Helsing. So
okay, well that's fun. No, meet on a cruise. Yeah, my grandparents did that.
Yeah, absolutely. My grandparents did as well. That's so
sisters.
Yeah. And then the last thing they covered was Vivo, which is headed up by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And all we got from that was basically just the title screen.
Like, I mean, at this point, for him, that's pretty much all you need to do for his projects.
Oh, yeah.
Is just be like the Hamilton guy, and I feel like people will probably get in line. Well, that's cool. I mean, this wouldn't be Ultimate Spider-Man. It's Untitled Animated Spider-Man for now. That's cool. Look, Mask of the Phantasm is still one of my favorite Batman movies.
It's great.
So if they can really start bringing back some really cool theatrical quality animated superhero films, I'm in. The big burning question, I guess, is did you get a chance to get a selfie with Demi Lovato?
I didn't. I tried and was tackled by security, and I guess just with my screams and agony, she just was not that interested.
That's fair. You're new at this. You'll get it someday. Guys, we want to know, who do you want to voice Miles Morales? And is your choice Justice Smith from the underrated show on Netflix, The Get Down? Because that's the only correct answer. But try to prove me wrong politely in the comments, and click around here for some more Screen Junkies news video. Thanks, Victor, for hanging out with me, and stick around throughout the day for more internet. Thanks, guys.